están? Bienvenidos. La actividad no para y vean quién está con nosotros. Esteban Ocon. Esteban, muchas gracias por estar con nosotros. ¿Cómo estás?
De nada, estoy bien, gracias por la invitación.
No lo puedo creer, ¿eh? Déjenme decirles que después de tantos años en Fórmula 1 siempre le decía, Esteban, por favor, habla un poquito de español. Y siempre me decía, no, es que a pesar de que lo entiende muy bien, no te gusta tanto hablarlo, ¿verdad?
No, es que es difícil de hablar muchas lenguas en el paddock, ¿no? En el media day, así hacemos italiano, inglés, francés, español hace mucho para mí, eso es la verdad. Por eso es mejor, es más fácil de hacer solo tres.
Perfecto. Bueno, lo que tú quieras, ya con estas palabras creo que todos lo vamos a agradecer muchísimo. Y yo quiero empezar a preguntarte que me digas quién ganó en el pádel. O sea, tú, Oscar, Alex, ¿quién ganó?
Well, Oscar pretend that it was him. He said the hard-fought victory in the comment, but to be fair, we played so many games that we all won at times, and yeah, he progressed a lot, so he's pretty proud of that, Oscar. But yeah, I've teamed up with him. I've teamed up with Alex. Then our physios as well. We turned around the teams, and yeah, we all won some games. So I don't even know who won, to be fair, but it was good level and. It would be nice to do like a paddle championship, for Formula One. See who would come out on top.
Sería bueno, sería bueno.
Hola Esteban. Bueno, lo voy a saludar yo ahora, Esteban. ¿Cómo estás?
Hola.
Gracias por estar con nosotros. Es un placer. Y bueno, voy a empezar a ingresar en lo que fue este año, ¿no? 2024 para vos en lo particular, para el equipo. Un año que, ¿cómo lo puede catalogar Esteban Ocon? Fue un año difícil, un año en el que ahora se está viendo que están mejor. ¿Qué es lo que se puede decir de este 2024?
Yeah, it's been a year, facing difficulties, I would say. We were not expecting, obviously, to be that far down the orders. There was obviously sign of things that were not going on the right way, especially early, in the winter in the simulator. But you never know until you put the car down where exactly, you are going to be. And, to put the car down in Bahrain and seeing where we were was, I would say, a little bit unexpected on that side. We knew it was going to be difficult, but probably not that much. After that, yeah, it was all about trying to get opportunities, when they come up and try and get out of really that bottom of the pack that we were in. And staying focused to the right fights, I would say. That was the main thing. And when we started to score some points in Miami, some confidence came back, I would say, to us, and it was showing that yes, when we were bringing things to the car, it was working in the right direction. That doesn't mean that it was an easy year. It was going to be an easy year. I think it's been very difficult all the way through. But also for me, what was important is to secure the future in a way, know what was going to be my future exactly. And that's the main thing that has been done on the personal part. And on that side, I'm very happy with the outcome.
Oye, Esteban, ya ahorita vamos a entrar en tu futuro, pero hablando un poco, Gran Premio de México, tuviste que arrancar desde los pits, pero me parece que justo, o sea, como que la progresión que se hizo, pudieran encontrarse mejor en cuestión de grip, en cuestión de ritmo. ¿Ves un cierre positivo para Alpine después de tantas altas y bajas?
Yeah, I think, having the upgrades goes in the right direction. That's for sure. But yeah, I mean, since Austin, I'm doing the best I can with what I have in hands. It hasn't been, the best results, but that's all there was, to be fair, in the car. And, I'm just doing as best as I can every time. And, we are going to try and bounce back, as soon as it's possible to do so. And I want to still finish that story on the high, as I've said, and there's 4 more races to be able to do so, and hopefully we can gather some opportunities towards the end of the year and take them and secure them for the team.
Esteban, para que todos podamos entenderlo bien, ¿cuán complejo, cuán difícil es manejar este auto de Fórmula 1 y cuán difícil es lograr el setup ideal, la puesta a punto con el auto? Sabemos que mientras más cerca del piso esté, mejor funciona, pero hay que jugar con la altura para lograr el equilibrio, ¿no? ¿Cuán difícil es para un piloto adaptarse a esto, ¿no? Y para el equipo.
Yeah, it's very difficult because the window is very small, very narrow. You know, there is a way to make that car work where, yeah, if you don't nail it, you can be very much off the pace, um, and it's difficult and not comfortable at times also to drive. But you know, since 22, you know, we've struggled with some things and things that we didn't manage to cure exactly, you know, in 24. But you know, we have to work with the limitations we have, and this is what obviously we are doing. And yeah, knowing more and more about the car, and we know that when we take it to its limits, that's where, you know, we are able to play within the points or not, you know. But I would say even when we give the maximum out of the car, if there's nothing happening inside the top 10, we usually are outside the points. So that's where it is difficult, and that's where, you know, we need to be there when it matters.
Oye, Esteban, decías, bueno, era importante tu futuro, ya tienes tu futuro, estarás con Haas. ¿Cómo, cómo se maneja esta parte de, estás trabajando con un equipo, pero tu mente ya está pensando a lo mejor en el próximo año o sí se puede dividir? ¿Cómo se maneja esta parte?
Yeah, it's not an easy thing, and it's probably being, you know, almost the first time in my career that this is happening. It's a lot going on, but my main target, you know, is to finish this season well. You know, with the team, I've been part of this team for 5 years now, and I'm trying to do everything I can, you know, to help them to secure as best possible position we can get in the constructor championship. And you know, that fight we have with Williams until the end of the year, that's what we need to look towards. But yeah, in the same time, you know, there's needs to be some thoughts and some things, you know, to be preparing as best for next year. And we are doing that as well in the background, but that doesn't clash at all with the work that we are doing, you know, on track with Alpine at the moment.
Sabes, Esteban, que nos mira mucha gente desde México y también desde Argentina. Entonces voy a hacer dos preguntas, porque has sido compañero de Checo Pérez. Seguramente me gustaría escuchar tu opinión de lo que ha sido ser compañero de Checo y cómo ves esta situación actual de Checo. Y después me gustaría que nos hables de qué mirada tenés de Colapinto, que es la joven promesa desde la Argentina en la Fórmula 1.
Yes. Well, to reply to the first question with Checo, you know, he's a very, very talented driver. That was first of all my first thing, you know, when I drove against him, and the way, you know, he could adapt to conditions. And I remember being in Silverstone in 2017, and we had to bring back the car to the pits at the time, and it was raining on the slicks. And I remember him sliding the car everywhere, trying to get hit to the tires. And the same thing happened in Spa, I think, in 2018, where he slid his way up through Eau Rouge. Car control and the way, you know, he adapts to condition. I think that's the thing that impressed me the most at the time. And as somebody, you know, very focused to do well in his job, and I was very young at the time, so obviously I learned a lot, you know, from him. It was yeah, very nice obviously to see him you know, win his first race in Bahrain later on with the team that I almost started my career with as well, with Racing Points. And yeah, I mean, I don't know really what's going on. I haven't been following too much, you know, with what's happening in Red Bull, but I know Checo is a great driver. He should be obviously fighting at the front. I don't understand what is exactly going on and why he's so far, you know, to the front. But there must be something not working for them, and I hope that this changes, because obviously Checo deserves to be in Formula One, and I hope he figure out what's going on.
Bueno, y acerca de Colapinto, ¿me quieres decir algo o no? ¿Cómo lo
Yes,
ves a
sorry,
Franco
yes.
Colapinto?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Franco. Well, I say it again, but I sent him I said in my stories that I was sorry, to get the fastest lap away from him in Austin, because
Yes.
I have to do my job, and obviously we are a very tight fight, with Williams. But it still doesn't feel great, because that doesn't give, me anything, because I'm outside the top 10. That doesn't give, the team anything. It just removes a point, from him and from Williams, obviously. So this is part of Formula One. It's part of my job. But looking at the race that Franco did, I would have been happy for him to keep the point, to be fair, because that didn't change the world to me. So that's what I told him after the race. And yeah, I was in the gym also in before the weekend in Austin, and I was looking on how he's training, and I was super impressed on how much intensity he puts in. He was doing a neck session, and he probably did an hour and a half of just neck session, like pushing his neck, pulling the elastic strap. Um, and yeah, I mean, no doubt that he's doing well, because you can see, how much how hungry he is, to succeed, and how much he would put work in it. And I wish him obviously the best for the remaining of his long career in Formula One, I hope.
Oye, Esteban, los fans siempre nos mandan preguntas y Stan MX nos ha preguntado que qué te ilusiona más de manejar el próximo año con Haas. Yo quiero pensar que es de estar feliz de que llevan 2 carreras sin los puntos y que, bueno, ahí se ve que están cerrando fuerte.
Yeah, I mean, when the first time I talked to Ayao, he really told me about the plan he had, to take the team to the next step, what he wanted to achieve as a team principal, and what his picture was going to look like in the following years. And that's really what convinced me, to join that team. I had talks with other teams, but, clearly that was, the thing that I wanted to be part of. And looking at all the good news recently, first of all, their results recently, they are improving and improving every race. They probably have the fastest car of the midfield at the moment. The good news with obviously Toyota joining as well, that's going to help the team to really take the next steps. And yeah, all of that is obviously fantastic news, and I can't wait to be part of the team with Oli, to take, the team again to further steps where I hope we can fight further up the front of the grid.
Porque además ahora serás líder del equipo, ¿no? Porque vas a ser el piloto con experiencia.
Yeah, but of course I will have a lot of experience racing wise, but I'm going to have a lot of things to ask to Oli. He's a fantastic talent. He's joined Formula One and straight away performed in Jeddah with no preparation. He was also racing in Baku and finished in front of Nico. So, the first time I saw him was when he did this pole lap in Baku, when he had the steering wheel like that. And I thought, he's impressive. He's going to be one of these talent that we should look out for the future. And he has a lot of experience with the team. So I'm going to have to ask him a lot of questions. And I really hope that we can help each other to take the team to the next step.
Pensando en 2025, entiendo, va a ser un año extraño, un año distinto, porque calculo yo, van a estar pensando en el transcurso de ese año, en cada uno de los grandes premios, pero también pensando en cómo va a ser la Fórmula 1 en 2026, una Fórmula 1 totalmente diferente, ¿no? Un trabajo de un año distinto, entiendo yo, desde el punto de vista del piloto.
Yeah. For sure. 2025 will be a continuing year, compared to where we are now. So it will be trying, to keep improving what the team has done in 2024. But yes, 2026 is going to be completely fresh page. And that's where we are going to have to think outside the box, trying to help the team as best as we can from early on. And this is where I will be very involved with the simulator project, that is lacking quite a bit, at Haas at the moment. I will be very much involved in that, in having the best tool we can, and working with the engineers to try and understand the car as early as we can and react, if something is not going well. That's what we're going to be focusing on. But there's still, some time before that, and before that we're in Brazil, there's still 4 races to finish with Alpine.
Esteban, sé que ya estamos en el tiempo límite, pero me gustaría hacerte una pregunta que creo que es muy importante por todo lo que se ha visto hoy en día en Fórmula 1. Lando Norris se ha pronunciado mucho al respecto sobre mental health, ¿no? Toda la importancia de que es estar rodeado de personas importantes. Tú has sufrido en muchos sentidos este tema, ¿no? Desde redes sociales, desde comentarios, de todo. ¿Nos podrías hablar un poco de cómo lo has trabajado y qué tan importante es justo eso, rodearte de las personas correctas?
Yes, it is obviously not an easy topic. It's difficult to be on the spotlight and have that much pressure, day in, day out. When you perform, everything is going super well, but when you have tough days, everyone's hitting on you. And, that's Formula One, and that's, there's only 20 seats, and it is normal that this is the case. But what has been very important for me is to count on the people that, are there. Doesn't matter what the results are. My team around me, my family, my girlfriend, all these people are gonna be there. Doesn't matter what is going on, and to try and be in that bubble, which is a comfort bubble, and just come out of it, when you are racing, and come back in again. That's probably the best way, to not get impacted, from the people that can be difficult to you at times. And obviously social media can be a tough world as well. And it's important to, as I said, take the positive, because it's easy as well to see only the negative, because the negative makes more noise. But there's a lot of people out there that wish me well. I got a lot of supporters. In Mexico, I've seen it this year. The support has been amazing. And everywhere around the world as well. And you can think, there's only negative sometimes, but it is not true. The people are still there and supporting, and they are fighting the one that hates, and that is very nice to see, obviously.
Esteban, te agradecemos muchísimo este tiempo, de verdad.
Falta una pregunta. ¿Messi o Mbappé?
Uy. Messi.
No puedes volver a Francia.
Messi. That time I have to say, he's such a legend. I have to say Messi.
¿Crepas o tacos, Esteban?
¿Qué? ¿Cómo?
¿Crepas o tacos? ¿Crepes o
Crepes.
tacos?
Crepas.
Ok, válido.
Crepe,
Esteban, de verdad.
Nutella.
Sí.
Gracias por la invitación.
Muchas gracias.
Y
En serio.
buena suerte el fin de semana.
Nos vemos. Gracias.
Éxitos.
Gracias.
El adelantamiento de la carrera porque combinó oportunismo con la habilidad.
Hay entusiasmo en el equipo.